And there we go.
So, let's say hello everybody, welcome. Right now we're spawning directly on top of ThunderToss, who's actually Sleep playing on ThunderToss's account, so big thank you to him for that. And we're going to go ahead and have his opponent up here in the top if you want to talk about him.
And definitely at the top we have our wonderful player from the team eSahara.Naama, spawning as the green Terran player. And as introduced before, Sleep is at 3 o'clock position. Former member of Team Slayers. Korean player. He's not very happy on playing on EU. He told us earlier that he had trouble with playing on EU European tournaments, and because of the latency issues and such.
Yeah, it's completely understandable. It's a very legitimate concern, and nothing is more frustrating than being in these really high-class, high-priority tournaments and not being able to play your best simply because you're at 5 in the morning and you're also having to deal with latency issues that disrupt your ability to control your units and just play the game like you normally would be able to.
That is definitely true. I've actually spoken to a lot of players like Kiwikaki and other big names who actually don't like to play on different servers like NA or NA or Korea because there's so much latency issues.
Yep.
Now, one of the things Koreans have to do, though, I mean, in Korea there are several teams, but a lot of these Koreans want to be taken, hired by a foreign team. So what they need to do is actually play in these European tournaments in order to get a bigger name and to show themselves. So it's kind of a double-edged sword, I guess. Like if you don't play, it's going to be if you don't play, it's going to be really bad. But if you play, you're going to have latencies and not perform your utmost best, which is very unfortunate. But you just somehow need to do that because I know for a fact that I've spoken to a lot of Korean, gamers, and they tell me as well that they want to be playing in foreign teams, and that's what they go for.
Yep. And actually, a quick thing to know about the game is that Sleep just popped up onto the ramp, and he could actually see Naama's gas, so he knows that Naama got gas at the timing that he did, which makes me kind of question the fact that why didn't Naama go for the right Vespene geyser. That's a pretty important piece of information to give to Sleep. Sleep now knows it's not going to be a gasless expansion or something that he can maybe theoretically punish earlier on, and he actually went for a hatchery first of his own, so he's going to try and get that out. He also need to get a very fast speed on top of that by getting that extractor before the pool, even with the first hatchery.
That is true. Now, but however, you need to know that there is an overlord on the other side. So if he took his gas at the right side, that would be noted very fast as well. Now we immediately have a command center going down here. Now this is really interesting what we see by Naama. He's actually going to go for a reactor and then into expand command center. Yeah. You don't see this very often, really. Yeah,
but we do see often is this bunker that's placed down at the natural.
Oh my God, yes.
Couple Marines are here, and this is actually catching Sleep off guard. He saw that gas.
Careful, and that drone goes into an extractor really smartly. But he needs to be careful. If this bunker goes up, that could be bad news, very bad news indeed.
Oh, yes.
Now he didn't lose a drone as of yet, I believe, but that's going to change really soon. If this, oh my God, the bunker is up. A couple of SCVs are there. They're actually going to go back home.
Yeah, this is actually a great move by Naama. He's not committing to this at all. In the back of his main base, you can see him get in the factory, and he has a reactor up.
Exactly. But hold on, the bunker is actually not in reach. That was a problem, I believe, or was it?
It's actually not a problem at all. I mean, the function of it wasn't to kill or do damage to Sleep.
Yes.
The point was to scare him, force lings and not drones. And as you can see, Sleep now has a spine crawler up. He lost a lot of mining time, and has a bunch of lings that he would not have otherwise had.
That's true, but but luckily he didn't overcommit to those links. Usually, like you can see that players make a whole bunch of links, but these links are okay though. Now we immediately see a rotoring going up. That is
That's actually a very intelligent play, because Naama's going to follow this up with some Hellion harassment to pop in. As you can see, with only one spine crawler, Naama can go up this left side of that main base and only suffer 1 or 2 hits from spine. And as you can see, there's one queen, and those few lings are all that is there to defend, as Sleep is pretty much just trying to drone up right now. He's getting out some overlords, and now we're going to have the Hellions get repulsed by the spine.
Exactly. Now, one thing I like to note is that we saw that the Terran player that he put some pressure with the bunker and then retreated home. Now, that is a very indicative move, which means that the Terran player is going to go for the fast command center himself as well. But regardless whether he does that or not, you need to get your economy boosted as fast as possible, definitely against Zerg. And you know, one thing you can do in response is making those roaches going for an attack and can actually do a lot of damage. Now let's take a look at the base of Naama right now. You see that he has only one bunker, so if he moves in with a couple of roaches, he can actually go back to the mineral line and do some damage there, deny mining time, and that could be potentially be very huge as well. He actually has 7 roaches right now, advancing forward.
Yep, and with these Hellions, they're going to be able to kite these roaches. They are off creep. We have a huge influx of Lings, so this is a very strong push. Naama's being forced to pull those SCVs. He's going to have to repair this bunker very quickly and pull back the drop that he's going for. No, he's actually going to commit to the drop in the main base, and there are everything attacking.
Oh my god, a lot of units got... Look at the SCVs are being targeted as well, and this could be really deadly. Losing a lot of SCVs here. The bunker is going to go down, and this is exactly what I mean, I mean, this is really deadly. This is what you need to be careful of. He needed a second bunker way sooner before, and he's taking so much damage. And, you know, I mean, this was so deadly. And look at Naama's supply. Oh my god, it's dwindling right now. And the roaches even coming into the base. This doesn't look good for Naama at all. And GG, that's the first game. Goes to the Korean player, Sleep. Well done there.